In the rematch between the top two teams in the SVC, the Unioto Shermans came to Zane Trace, but the Pioneers come out on top 51-37. Our report tonight brought to you by Hometown Motors Incorporated of Chillicothe. We'll hear from both coaches coming up in just a moment.
The zero-turn mower that set the standard for the industry. SCAG. Available now at Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe.
Cam Evans had a 25-point night to lead all scores. Unioto Shermans had balanced scoring, but no one in double figures. Let's hear now from both coaches.
We definitely did not want to play like that again because they got us in a slow down game over there. And they do a great job of running their offense and consuming time with their offense, looking for a good shot and everything. So we definitely didn't want that tempo. But you know what, Dan? Sometimes you get caught in those games, you got to play that way. And I thought they outplayed us in the first half, but then we come in here at halftime and evaluated what was going on. We were only down 2 at half. So we knew somewhere we had to get out, play great defense in the second half, and hopefully this time around we got some of the breaks, made some things happen. And I think the biggest turning point in the game, when it was back and forth, slow, was when Luke Johnson hit the 3 right at the end of the third to give us our first lead of the game. That was huge. We'd been tied a couple times, but we hadn't had the lead. And when we went up 2, and then we had possession, start of the fourth, that was huge. That was a turning point.
That's how this game goes sometimes. We knew it was going to be a tough challenge going on the road. I thought one thing that Zane Trace did really well was offensive rebound. They shot until they scored pretty much the entire second half. So, we got to do a better job at that, and it's not just our post players, it's all 5 guys on the court, and we understand that, and we'll move forward and we'll learn from it.
We got to the point where we got a lead because our big kids were just all over the glass, and Triton and Nick did a great job in that fourth quarter, keeping it alive, putting it back up and going after it. So turning point in that fourth quarter is the defensive end and our offensive rebounding and keeping it alive. That in those kind of games you have to have the boards, and I think when I looked at the stats, it was huge difference in the rebounding.
I just think it was a tournament-like atmosphere, and we're used to these big games like this, and I really felt like we handled it well, but I just felt like Zane Trace did a few more of the little things that allow you to win big games. So we'll get those corrected and move on. Basketball is a game of runs, and we just happened to get on our run early. And then Zane Trace they cut it to 2 at halftime, so they got on a little run there, and then they did a nice job in the second half.
Both teams 8-1 atop of the SVC boys basketball standings after tonight. The Unioto Shermans will host Piketon next week, and the Zane Trace Pioneers are back here at home again with the Huntington Huntsmen. Watch our YouTube channel next week for a highlight video of tonight's contest. I'm Dan Ramey. Thanks for watching Litter Media.